Okay, guys, welcome to Wednesday. Just a quick recap from yesterday. First, you were to pick one of these three curriculum goals to help focus your research. Next, I'd shared the document with all the different research steps on it, and I'd asked you to start developing a list of keywords because that is what research, especially online research, is really going to be driven by, is all those different words that you come up with. Again, we talked about change. Once you do those different keyword lists, you might start developing themes, actual statements, and then to the point where you're asking questions, because the question is really the heart of a research paper. Because when you do your research paper, you are answering that question. Let me repeat. For this research paper, you are answering this question. So some reminder: why are children such effective voices about the tragedies of war? How are Zlata's diary and Diary of a Young Girl similar? How are they different? Another one: how can writing change the world? Those are all the different questions I have. So that's about where we got to yesterday, and last night, that was your homework, was to develop all those. For today, on Classroom, you'll see this worksheet here. And this is a place where I'd just like you to put all that information that you developed last night. You can see there's an area for keywords, there's an area for themes, and an area for questions. If you've done all your homework from last night, you can just dump all of your information here, submit it on Classroom, and you can move on with the rest of your research paper. You can go right on back here and move past steps 4 and 5 and move on to doing more research. In fact, you may have already started doing a lot of this research last night, depending on how efficient you are and how on task you are. If you're not, if you're still struggling with some of this, I'll be moving around the room, and you guys can ask me questions. Of course, you can ask your partners questions as well, or other people that are maybe in the same book club as you. That's a good place to get questions too. You guys discuss lots of great questions during your book club meetings, so that might be a good spot to go to. But however, if you are ready to move on, I want to reiterate, keep moving. Go ahead and go forward in the process. Open up a window for EBSCO and really start pulling up high quality resources. Again, try to stay focused on edu and .gov and things like that, .org. When you go on EBSCO, it's not even going to be necessarily web pages at all. EBSCO might just have, PDFs of articles from magazines, literary magazines or education magazines or history magazines in this case. And you can use tools within EBSCO to email you those documents as well. So please use all those documents. Start refining your thesis as well. Again, if you are not quite ready to move forward, that's fine. Don't forget, back here on Moodle, I did include some links to the Purdue OWL for research papers. Here is another research paper step-by-step that was created by somebody else. If you need to refresh yourself on what the difference is between primary and secondary sources, you are going to want to build a list of both. You need to have primary and secondary sources for your works cited page. Okay, I think that's about it for today. So again, first things first, you want to do this worksheet here. And then if you're ready to move on, again, for most of you, this should be something you did last night and that you will just have to put your information here and submit it on Classroom. For those of you who are a little behind, or need a little extra help, I'll be moving around, and then everybody should be moving forward at your own pace for this research paper. Just remember, it's due Monday. Okay, your final draft is due Monday. So however you use this time in class or at home, that is up to you. If you're a little slower, that's fine. You may be doing a little more work on the weekend rather than those who are a little more efficient in class. That is up to you. Okay, I will be around.